Okay, so in this tutorial, we are going to teach you how to set up a group class. One thing I want to talk about first is when we last talked, we talked about setting up your profile. And I'm not sure if you guys got an opportunity or whether you figured it out. You can actually add a picture or a profile to your page. So we can, and if you didn't do this, you can always just go to your edit profile page and then click on edit profile. You can add a picture by clicking on the image itself and open image selector, pick an image. I could change this if I wanted to. I could probably pick this one right here and then edit the profile on it. Right down here, move it over and then confirm. And that should change my picture. There we are. And then a brief description about yourself. And I did switch, just so you know, because I didn't want to add my credit card details to my testing site when I was setting up the lesson for you in the beginning. Sorry, setting up the teacher profile to begin with. So I didn't want to add that information in there. So this is one I've already set up, ready to go. And then further on down here, you can add, this is important too. One thing you should do is add a profile video. So if I go back to my my profile right here, you can see I've got a video right here. This is just one I embedded in for right now, but you can actually go to edit profile, scroll down the bottom and add a video and just add the underlined part. If you have a YouTube channel, that's fantastic. But if you don't, I suggest you set up a YouTube channel so that you can record yourself and speak a little bit about yourself and your experiences and so on and so forth, because that really helps for somebody to figure out whether they want to use you as a teacher. And then you can add it right here where it says YouTube, but just the part that is underlined in red. So the YouTube channel will come up on the bar at the top here. Just highlight the section that's underlined in red here and add it right at the top here, just as I have done on this one right here. And then you can embed it. You also have an opportunity to do a default meeting link if you're using Google or whether you're using Zoom or whatever service you're using, you can set it up here. I love using Google because it's easier. It seems to be the platform that most people are using. So it's my default platform and it's my default link right here. I use that basically for my teaching individual classes. I don't use it so much for group classes. I will separate that and have a separate identification or a separate meeting link for my group classes. Hopefully you understand everything I'm saying. At this page also, you can change your profile name if you want to, and then click save, sorry. Okay, so let's get back to group classes. So the first thing you want to do is click on group classes right here. Now I have several classes I've already set up, as you can see right here, but I'm going to add another one for you so you know what we're doing here. First thing I want to do is add a class. And the class title is Children's Story Time. And we're going to do Little Red Riding Hood. Red Riding Hood. Okay. And my meeting link, we'll get back to that in a moment because you're going to set up on your Google Calendar first and then put your meeting link here, or the Zoom account or whatever you can set up on there too. Now, I'm going to charge I don't know, $2 per person, and I'm going to maximum of 20 people. So if I get a full complement, I'm going to make $40 for that hour for reading story time books to children. Select the date. So we're going to do January let's do the 13th. And that's done. At what time? Well, most kids are up early in the morning, so let's do 9 a.m. Done. And the finish time would be, let's just say we're going to do it for half an hour, so till 9:30. Okay, 9:30 right there, and click done. And then expertise category English, and then click OK, and class level beginner right here, click OK. Short description, reading short stories to children of all ages. And now I put a disclaimer on this one myself. Parents must be present. even if they don't want to listen to it, it's always a good idea to put a disclaimer in there to make sure that anytime you're doing anything for children, that you have a disclaimer that says parents must be present so they know. Okay. So there's a set up there. Now I'm going to go to my calendar now and make sure that I put these dates in. Just remember, January 13th, 9 a.m. to 9:30. This is your time. So whenever they find this, they will, the information will come up on their time zone. For instance, if it's in the Eastern time zone, we're in Mountain time zone. Eastern time zone will be 11 o'clock. So when they get their calendar and they click on their calendar from their email, which we will talk about at another time, then it will show up as 11 a.m. January 13th. Okay, so now let's add that link. So I'm going to go to my calendar right here. First of all, I want to do is highlight the name of the class so I can put it in my calendar. Go to my classes, January 13th, 9 to 10. Go to January the 13th. So 9 o'clock right here, click on here, copy and paste the name of my class right here. Change that time to 9:30. Okay, and now this is the part where it gets interesting. You have to add Google Meet video conferencing. Again, this may be in Zoom, but it's similar. It's a similar way. It could be a Zoom, or it could be on your MSN calendar. Like I said, I like Zoom because I like Google Meets because it's so much easier. So click on here. It will assign you a meeting site. Click here to copy the conference information. Now that's copied it, go back to, oh, you can save that now. So that's set up. Go back to your Skolar right here, click on here and paste it. And that is set up. Now, good idea to add a picture too. So again, we're going to go back to our pictures. Look on here. It just so happens I do have a picture, little Red Riding Hood here. So I'm going to double click on there and I'm going to just set it up so it's nicely and so it's nice and visible. So there we are. You can find pictures anywhere online as long as they're public domain. You can use them. I suggest you do that and save them prior, so it's easier for you to set this up. Now, the group class looks like it's set up nicely. I've got all my information. Group class. There's the link for the meeting. The cost, maximum 20 people. Most of our classes are maximum 20 people for group classes to keep it minimal, so you can have a interactive conversation with them afterwards if you like. And then click save. And that should be all set up there for you in your group classes. As you can see, I have 7 group classes. One of them has already expired. That expired from yesterday. This one is actually expired too at 9 o'clock this morning, but it hasn't moved up until the end of the day. So there we are, you're all set up. Now, when the student goes in looking for, or the parent goes in looking for story time, she will find you and be able to pay for your services, and you will get an email notification saying that somebody booked your class. And that's it for the tutorial today. Hope that helps you. We'll go back to our teacher settings right here. And as you can see, these are all your upcoming classes that you will be teaching, from basket weaving that we talked about, and so on and so forth. You can click on the information right here too, and it will give you a description on what you're teaching. You can always edit these at any time you want to by going to group classes. For instance, if I want to edit the one that I have going on the 11th, I can click on here and I can change the pricing fee if I want to. Say I'm only getting a few people, I want to drop my price down, you can do that if you want to. Again, here's my disclaimer about this one. The parent or guardian must be present. Okay, I think that should do for today. I look forward to talking to you in the next tutorial. Thank you.